has been a long, long season. This morning, me and Eric came up here to the plateau, and we put him 50 yards downwind of me, anticipating that the bull was gonna come downwind of the call like they normally do. And I called a couple of times, and immediately I see this 2x2 small bull just come straight towards me. So I ranged a bush at 25 yards where he was headed, and it came right behind the bush, gave me a chance to draw, turned broadside, came out behind the bush. I used my 30-yard pin, and somehow arrow went right under him, completely missed him. I'm not sure if I dropped my bow arm or might have lost my back wall on my bow and just clean missed him somehow. I'm not sure how it happened. So he spooked, and he ran forward like 10 yards. And I knocked another arrow. Had time to range him. 40 yards I ranged his body at. He was standing there broadside, and I drew. He looked like he was ready to spook, but he didn't know what I was. He was watching me at this point, but he hadn't spooked yet. He was standing broadside, so I put my 40-yard pin on him, and I shot. And right as I released, he turned sideways to run, and my arrow hit him right in, looked like the back leg, like the ham, and I saw him run and turn. When he turned, I saw my arrow sticking out of his back leg. So, it's a bad, unfortunate shot. He turned to run away right as I released my arrow. He was standing broadside when I took the shot. So, I'm a little sick. I'm worried we're not going to find this bull. All I can do is hope that I hit an artery. Maybe if I hit an artery in the back leg, I got lucky. Praying to the elk gods that happened. There's still another bull up here. I'm going to keep trying to call for Eric. And hopefully, when this settles down, we'll go look for my bull and hopefully find him.
Well, it's 7:05 a.m. and I actually don't know what the day it is. I think it's Thursday. I'm out here calling for Josiah. Josiah's like somewhere 100-ish yards in front of me, and I'm calling for him, and I just got a text from Mitch, who's way somewhere else. I don't really actually know for sure. And he said it just hit a bull in a bad way. What does that mean, Mitch? Does that mean you botched it? Or does that mean we've got a dead bull? hiked up and down two pretty large peaks before 8 o'clock, so it's time to grease the wheels. On to the next spot.
So this morning, Eric and I came up to the plateau after we heard some bugles from the house. And when we got to the plateau, we bugled and located a bull over here. And we crept through those thick poplars there. Put Eric downwind. The wind's going that way by those pine trees. We put Eric. I went into the edge of the trees right there and started calling. Instantly, a little two-pointer came walking right up to me. Got 30 yards away, broadside shot. Somehow sailed the arrow right below his chest without finding him or without hitting him. We found the arrow. He moved to 40 yards, and he watched me. He saw me at this point, and he watched me range him, pull an arrow out, knock the arrow, draw, and as I was releasing, he turned to run away. And I hit him right in the butt, I think, in the hind quarter. So we just started blood trailing. I did find some blood. I don't feel good about the shot. I just need to hope I got lucky and either hit him in the artery in the leg, or if it's in his guts, then we'll just give him time and hope that he laid down and died. He ran off that way, then ran into the trees, I believe, and I heard him crash. And I think the crash was just him busting, but hopefully it was... Maybe I got lucky with the artery shot, and maybe the crash was him going down. We're just going to see how much blood we see, and then maybe give him time if I don't see artery-style blood. I'll let you know how it turns out. Yeah, here's blood. A little bit right on the branches here. Grass right here. You can see that on the camera right in there. It's not a lot, but oh, here's one over here. Yep. Here's some. Here. Yep.
Hey, Mitch, what's going on here?
Oh, can't even believe it. We got a very lethal butt cheek shot.
Shot bad.
Wow. I think I found an artery. Look at it right through his tail. That very deadly tail shot. Uncle Chuck, this one's for you. You gotta hit him right above the guts, right? Is what you always say. Hey, you know what? This is awesome. It is just fortunate. Thank you so much to the powers that be.
Yeah, that's a lucky one.
The arrow found its way where it needed to go. I can't even believe it. You know, two-pointer bull, kind of unique. He's a younger bull, but any dead bull in the freezer is a great bull. Oh man, I cannot believe this. When I watched him run away with his arrow sticking out of his butt, I did not think I was going to find him. Needless to say, and after my first arrow missed him at 30 yards, went right under his chest. 40-yard shot, he gave me time to look at him, range him, knock an arrow, draw an arrow, and as I was pulling the trigger, he decided that was the time to turn and run straight away from me, and hit him in the tail, and
He didn't go 100 yards.
he didn't go 100 yards. It had to have gone right into an artery, and I heard him crash and figured he was just, you know, got in the brush and was busting out of here. Yeah, he went 100 yards and died, and I cannot believe it. I really cannot believe it.
The elk hunting gods are smiling
The
on
elk
us
hunting
today.
gods were very, very kind.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for not wasting another bull. Oh man, am I just thrilled right now. We got some meat, boys.
We got meat.
It's awesome.
Well, it's about 8:30 on September 10th. Me and Josiah were just about to drop into our next bedding area, and we got the picture from Mitch. He found his bull that he shot this morning at about 7 already. I don't know how to describe the shot placement. Joe, do you want to describe the shot placement?
Wasn't exactly in the vitals. Apparently,
I'd assume that vital.
Well, it was fatal.
It was fatal.
but there was apparently some brush and a little bit of a commotion, and it turned a little when he went to shoot, and he hit it a little far back, but apparently enough to do the trick.
And by far back, we mean right up the butt. The old Illinois heart shot.
Yep.
Hey, I'd take it if it means a dead elk within an hour.
Yeah.
That's not too bad. So we broke the ice on the trip for not getting anything. The elk have moved over to our side of, well, we were just hunting one side of the property and not being able to pull them across, but now it seems like the elk are scattered a little bit more all over the property, and also responding to calls. Not bugling back, but kind of coming in silent from what I understand still.
Yeah.
So, Josiah had a close encounter last night too. So did Eric.
Yeah.
So, I guess it's my turn.
Whose turn?
Fine.
To do what?
To get a close encounter.
Oh, I'm alright at that.
Yeah. And shoot one.
Alright.
Yeah. Well, I guess Mitch and E-Rock have it handled. Sounds like the ranch owner is going to drive out to them as close as he can get with a UTV and just quarter it and throw it on there. So, I guess they don't need us. So, we're going to go try to get our own.
Yep.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
This is a meal that's worth documenting. Got some fresh mashed potatoes out of the Idaho instant mashed potato packets.
Nice.
Little
I mean, we are in
elk
Idaho.
steak, fried up in butter and onions,
We don't even have anything covered.
along with the elk steak fried up in cast iron. That is some big honking backstrap fillets right there. And let's not forget Joe's
Oh, prairie parrot.
Prairie parrot fried up in butter and onion with enough pepper to make you sneeze for days.
Having a little turf and turf.
And a little turf and turf. And bon appetit, gentlemen and gentlemen.
Thanks for providing, Mitchell.
Well, it's Joe's chicken.
Oh, that's true. Chicken Joe. Thanks, Joe.
We're headed back out to Eric's lucky spot here. I'm gonna go kind of near the property line of the neighbors. Where, Eric's had a couple nights of opportunities. 2 nights in a row we had one come down right up over the top. First was a little rag. Second looked like a 3x or a 4x. Coming at just cow calls. So I think you don't get unlimited chances in one spot, but maybe third time's a charm. We'll find out. We're gonna see if Miss September can bring us any luck. Come on, old girl. Bring that bull right in. We'll see what happens. This lovely lady. She's beautiful. All right. Good luck.
of September 10th, and I just got done eating a big meal of about a 20-ounce fresh elk backstrap provided by Mitch, which was delicious, and some ruffed grouse that was from yesterday provided by Josiah, and some fresh corn, fresh sweet corn picked by the rancher, and man, it was a little bit of a tough hike. Getting out here with that full of a belly, but no complaints. Congratulations again to Mitch. I'm so happy that he got one and broke the ice. Now we all need to start following suit. This evening's about 50 degrees outside, and it's gonna drop down maybe to 45. Wind is pretty good for this spot. It's kind of coming right past me, which is perfect. I'm set up in some CRP land, and there's some really dark timber up just past this and up a big ridge. And they like to bed down on that stuff pretty commonly. And there's kind of some thick woods that I'm standing in, and then a kind of a natural funnel right here, and on the other side of that some more thick woods. So if they decide to come through here to get out into the hayfield tonight, I'm way up in here, so they should come with plenty of light left, I'm thinking, because they've been coming to the fields kind of late, in the dark almost, so kind of cutting them off here at the pass, so to speak, and Josiah's just like, I don't know, 300 yards that way, kind of doing the same thing, so it'll be interesting to see if we can make it work and try to get another elk on the ground, but I'm really happy that we got one down. It's already exceeding my expectations for the trip, so anything else is a bonus. I'm excited for the night. We'll see what happens.